art of singing in the sense of like, I first sat down and looked at the lyrics and then I just got obsessed with just singing. Because I always loved singing, but then I started like, you know, I found out what YouTube was and I would just sit at the computer all day looking at lyric videos and just singing. It got annoying for my family at some point, definitely, but that's definitely when I started like just being obsessed. Hi, I'm Izzy Rose, and I sing. I recently just started dropping music, and you can find me on Instagram at izzy.rose, 2 Y's, 2 R's.
Who would you say is the GOAT vocalist? Yeah, let's go with that. The GOAT vocalist of all time, and why?
Of all time?
Yes.
And why?
Yes.
All time, okay. I'm gonna try to think about this.
Who are the ones that come to mind first?
Like Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, you know, like Beyonce is obviously, like, no doubt crazy, but I think, I don't know why I always feel like I shy away more towards like older, like old school type stuff. But yeah, I think right now I would say like Aretha Franklin. That's who I've always loved her, but that's right now. That's what I'm feeling. What do you mean?
Anyone like develop their skills to become like
Okay,
a decent singer?
I think like almost anyone. I think obviously there's gonna be like some rare cases of, you know, maybe it just doesn't work out, but like, yeah, your voice is a muscle, obviously. So if you practice, you will improve. I'm not saying that you're gonna be the best, but you can always improve, you know, work on a muscle. So if you keep working on something, you're gonna get better at it eventually. And your voice kind of also has like somewhat of like, you know, muscle memory. So it's not like you will forget like right away. As soon as you start doing it a lot more, you get used to that. But long answer that, I mean like short answer, I guess, no, not anyone, but I think majority of people, yeah.
It's like the annoying things about being able to sing. I think annoying things about being able to sing.
I'm like, the first thing that comes to mind is like if I ever want to go to karaoke.
Ooh.
Like if I ever want to go karaoke, then like there's always gonna be like that comment of like, of course you want to go karaoke. I'm like, no, like I just want to. But I mean, just that. And then there's like just people randomly asking you to like bust out into a song and like not the time or place type situations, and you're like, nah, I'm not gonna do that one. But no, I love singing. I'm like, none of any cons other than just, yeah, like.
Is it like draining to sing?
I get like, I need to sing. Like if I go in, like right now I have a concussion, so I couldn't sing for like a week. And it genuinely made me depressed. Like once I sang for the first time, I was like, ups the moral, you know? But it can be obviously draining. Like if you're doing shows and stuff and over, if you're doing, one time I did a Christmas parade, and like I sang the same like 5 songs over and over again for I don't know how long, just on a thing, like going, you know, outside in a circle. Yeah, it can be draining, and you lose your voice, it hurts, whatever. But if you're just doing it on your own time, you know, then no, I don't really think it's draining at all.
Elements in a song by Vocalists? Like, would you say flow, beat?
I think the beat for me is like, yeah, I have to say that's number 1 for me. And then rhythm, and then the lyrics, because you can write about whatever you want. So, but obviously lyrics are still important. I just, in the sense of like the way it comes to me, usually the beat and the rhythm is what helps me go towards whatever I want to write, so the lyrics, but I would say beat, rhythm, lyrics. Yeah.
The dream producer for you to work with, complimentary style.
Dream producer right now. K.O.A.T right now. K.O.A.T would be really cool. That'd be a lot of fun times. Because I don't even really listen to like that much house music too or anything like that, but I love everything he makes.
Who would you say is at the top of the class in terms of, you know, someone who just ticks off every box?
Vocalist wise, like Beyonce right now. Every performance, like there's just, yeah, her voice is flawless. She knows exactly how to use her voice in the best of abilities. There's no doubt in that. And then producer wise, I mean like, I don't know who produces like Burna Boy's stuff, but whoever's been doing that, yeah, like they're taking off all the boxes. It's just proper, clean. Everything is just made like beautifully.
Could you describe to me what song made you fall in love with music?
Well, the first song I ever like decided to sit down and learn was it was either Tattoo by Jordan Sparks or Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis. Those made me fall in love with I guess like the art of singing, but falling in love with music, that would be hard to answer just because I grew up around a lot of different types of music, so it's always been around. Like it's just been a constant. So I'm like, I've always loved it. I've always been, everyone in my family loves music. Like that was like the one thing that everyone could get along with was just music. Everyone can get down with the playlist.
Do you remember the first time you actually recorded yourself? Like how did you know you sounded good?
Wow. I was gonna say, you do this, when you hear your voice back on a recording, at first it makes you cringe. Like it makes you like, just crawl back up. I hated it. I hated it for a very long time. It took me a very long time to be able to enjoy my own voice recording.
But it couldn't have been like mine. Like mine, there's no way. But you heard like...
But everyone hears themselves, you know, I hear everything that I don't want to hear. And so, obviously, yeah, still now I'll take voice recordings and I'm like, let's do that one again, you know, like that was not good. But I would say Ty is probably the first person. My brother, my older brother, is probably the first person that recorded me because he had a little mic set up and he was into rapping when he was in high school. So he was definitely the first person that ever recorded me. And then he probably like got me on his tracks or something like that. Yeah, like probably something like that. And I would just do a lot of voice notes and record myself on my phone. I've been doing that as soon as I had an iPod, let's say. So I've always been doing that, but actually go record my voice, I would say 2018 is when I started going to my friend's home studio and like I would be there, you know, almost every day for a really long time. And then that's where I consistently started recording for probably the next 2 years. And I would go to different studios and stuff like that. But yeah, that's probably the first time I really started recording myself because I had like a mic and stuff like that. So did my sister, you know, but really started doing it was probably around my, like in high school.
Tell me what your favorite song is, like what song?
Favorite song is definitely Unreleased. But like out of the three, I have 3 of my own singles out and then I have 2 songs, collaborative works with this producer named Retro Boy. Currently my most recent single, I've been really digging that. When it comes on, I don't like skip it. So yeah, I guess my most recent single that's out. But I have a lot of favorites in the vault, you know, but I'm excited to drop them. So
Okay, so it's gonna drop.
yeah. We got a lot of stuff that I'm excited to drop.
Singing usually always coincides with like feelings and love, right?
For the past few years, I've been doing this thing where I say I'm writing stories. I like to step in people's shoes that I've never stepped in. So I wrote about a bunch of stuff. I wrote about stuff I've never done, stuff I'm never gonna do, But yeah, I think you can write about literally anything you want. And I know there's like this whole thing of like, yo, cat culture, but as long as you're not pretending like this is real life, you know, write about whatever you want. But yeah, I don't think you have to write about anything. And I think that it's just so natural because singing is, I mean, for me personally, it is very emotional and it's very stimulating. It's like a very like taboo, like cheesy thing to say. It's like a feeling comes over you, you know what I mean? But for specific people, it really does. You know, it's like when you listen to like, I could be completely fine and listen to a really good sad song and start bawling my eyes out, you know? Just depends. Why, like, you know, but I think it just grasps at the right strings of your heart, music. Depends on who you are, you know? Some people don't like music, which I don't understand, but yeah, I think it's so natural just to, and it's a very artistic way to express yourself. If you want to express yourself about literally anything, you sing about it, it makes it seem less like either serious or less real, or you can make metaphors, make your, you know, say everything you want to say without actually saying it. And so I think that's probably why it's like a code.
Or would you say that you're free when it comes to doing your music? Like, have you ever had difficulties? Like, have you had ideas that you kind of just like compressed and told yourself not to do it? If so, like, how do you overcome that?
I've definitely done that. I've definitely, in the past, just not said something because I was like, especially before going to music school, not knowing how to express yourself. If you know you want something, and you know it sounds, but you don't know how to express yourself, it can definitely get frustrating. But I would say it's definitely with time and the people that you surround yourself with. I don't really go to a bunch of studio sessions with like a bunch of people. I like have only ever made a song from start to finish with one person. Truth, and he's the only person that I do that with. I've hopped on some things for some friends, you know, like just some background vocals, whatever, harmony, stuff like that. But making a song from start to finish, I feel like is personally for me super intimate. So for me personally, it was just to make sure that I was surrounded by people that I felt comfortable with, and it was a safe space. Because you know, you definitely go to some studios and there's gonna be someone there that is just, you know. I rarely go to the studio to, like, let's say a professional studio to make music. It's usually to record. So I already know what I'm doing. And so there's not really like a discussion, you know what I mean? It's just like recording vocals and then I'm out. But making music is definitely hectic and can be nerve-wracking. And you have an idea that might be a little cuckoo or sound crazy, I just think say it and get it over with, because the amount of times that's happened, and then it just was like, you know, what you need right on top there. Yeah. Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. Also, if you guys like my pants, check out Knife Circus, one of ones, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I had fun, and hope you guys liked listening to me today.